feeling like him. I feel like a king, I'm feeling myself. I'm lost in this bliss, freed from the void of the abyss.
Nityanandam, I welcome you with my love and respects and the blessings of my Guru, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Shri Nityananda Paramashivam. In today's video, I want to share something with you regarding how to reduce the effect of fluoride in your life, especially if you live in the what Swamiji calls the Maya Matrix, basically the normal world, and yeah. So it's a simple trick I figured out because presently I am not living in a place where I am not affected by fluoride. So I'm living in a place where water that we get is fluorided, because fluoridated water is pretty much everywhere in every cities. Fluoride has been added to water since many years, few decades now, and they initially did it for health purposes, but they started to realize that it might help in terms of initially they did it apparently for reducing the amount of tooth decays that the population was having, especially children, and but at some point they started to realize that it is having some negative impact on the health. And what started to happen was that people started to realize some of these negative effects, and one of them is the calcification of the third eye, of the pineal gland. And another thing they have figured out is also that it actually reduces the IQ of people. So it affects the brain, because the fluoride is a neurotoxin which has impacts on the body, and one of these impacts is affecting the brain. And so in the brain you have the pineal gland and you have, well, the brain. so naturally intelligence goes down, IQ goes down. I'm just going to quickly read a small thing here for you. I'll put the link of the paper where I'm getting this below, and it goes like this. Fluoride as a neurotoxin has been proven in several animal studies. A 2006 National Research Council reports stated that it is apparent that fluorides has the ability to interfere with the functions of the brain and the body by direct and indirect means. The finding was confirmed by a study where groups of children were exposed to 8 ppm fluoride in water, were found to have lower average IQs, less children attaining high IQs, and more children affected by low IQs. So that's just an extract of this whole paperwork, but it basically shows, it clearly says that yes, it is identified as a neurotoxin, and yes, it is affecting the brain, and it is affecting the intelligence. And that's not the only thing, but that's one of the things that science has figured out. One of the worst things is actually affecting the pineal gland, which is indirectly related to your third eye. And when you are, as a Hindu brahmachari, as a disciple of Swamiji, we are working to awaken the third eye more and more, or in order to experience and express different frequencies of life which are not available to people who have a body which is full of impurities, full of toxins. So that's why purifying and detoxing the body is very important. So we're going to watch a quick extract here from one discourse that Swamiji gave about fluoride and about turmeric, and how turmeric has some benefits in order to help. So that's going to be one thing. And after the video, I'll share one thing that I'm doing in order to reduce the impact of fluoride in my life right now. So let's watch the video.
Yesterday I gave you one simple technique. Letting the turmeric and kumkum work on your third eye. Why, turmeric is the powerful antidote for fluoride. Please understand, fluoride and turmeric both enter into your system through skin. For example, the fluoridated water, you don't have to drink fluoridated water to get the fluoride toxin inside you. Fluoride is officially classified as a neurotoxin. Listen carefully. Fluoridated water or objects you don't have to drink. Orally you don't have to take inside to get affected by the toxin. Even if you take bath in the water fluoridated, fluoride can enter into your system. Through skin it enters. Same way, turmeric has the quality to enter into your system through skin. 40% of the turmeric enters into your skin when you rub it. For example, if you rub 100 gram turmeric on your skin, 40 gram penetrates and gets into your system. The penetration rate is too high. It's a complete antidote for fluoride.
So yes, in this video Swamiji shares about importance of basically rubbing turmeric on your forehead before sleeping in order to facilitate the decalcification of the pineal gland, which will then facilitate the expression of the powers of third eye, or the different dimensions and frequencies that the third eye allows us to access when it is functioning properly. So one of the main things where fluoride is found in a daily basis is in basically water and toothpaste. So first thing is, yeah, you should avoid using any toothpaste which is fluorided. So you should find a toothpaste which is fluoride free and use that. That's one of the main first thing that we should do. And but in this video, Swamiji also clearly mentions that fluoride actually penetrates through the pores as much as it penetrates through internal organs. And for that reason, one of the biggest thing which we do every day, we don't realize, but which is impacting us a lot, is actually taking baths or showers. So if you take a bath or a shower, you are intensely flooded by fluoridated water, and that fluoride penetrates your skin and starts to toxify your body. And that will lead to many things, such as, you know, reducing the intelligence, locking the third eye, which is very bad, because when your third eye is locked, the more and more it is calcified, the less of a frequency or high experience of life you can access to. So detoxifying the body is very important, and that is why in the yogic tradition of Hinduism, they focus a lot on detoxifying the body, and Swamiji has given us few things that we do on a daily basis to constantly keep the body pure and to detoxify the body as much as possible. So finally, I'm going to share the trick which I found. So I was trying to figure out how can I avoid not being affected by water when I take a shower in the morning. And this is basically what I figured out, and it's working very, very well for me. Like I said, I am living in an environment where fluoride water is everywhere. So the tip is very simple. I don't take a shower like a normal shower. Of course, if you enjoy the experience of the shower, that trick might not be very exciting for you, but I'm telling you, detoxifying the body is much more useful than the pleasure you might have when you're under the shower. What I do is very simple. I have a piece of cloth and I basically have water, distilled water or whatever, in a jug, and I mix it with lemon, drops of lemon, and baking powder. And I mix both in the water. I don't put a lot of lemon nor baking powder, but I put a little bit. And I basically pour the water on the cloth, on the towel, and I rub my body, and I basically clean the body as if I was cleaning myself with a bucket. So first thing first is reduction of consuming the water consumption drops drastically, because when you take a shower or when you take a bath, you consume a lot of water. So one thing that can happen for you is that it will reduce the bill that you pay for the amount of water that you consume. And the second thing is that your skin does not get in touch with fluoridated water. So you just have to make sure that the water you use is non-fluoridated. You can have distilled water, or there's different types of waters which are free from fluoride, so using that. So you need very little water, because you actually don't need much water to wet the cloth. You wet it like 4, 5, 6 times, and then you just rub the body. and like that you obviously clean the body, and at the same time you are not affected by fluoride. And also it's a good thing to have something that rubs the skin, because all the dead skin is also being thrown out, whereas sometimes when you just sit under the shower, this does not happen. So it also stimulates the skin nervous system, and it, you know, brings you back to life, especially in the morning. I suggest to do it in cold water. Cold water is best for various reasons, and especially to wake up and to get out of that space. When we wake up, we are in a space. In Hinduism, Swamiji was talking, and he was saying that especially in the morning, this is the time where most of the vasanas are basically life negative patterns that we have cherished for a long time, and which are kind of operating on their own now because they're used to just function like that. We are used to function like that. So in the morning, these vasanas are very active in you. So if you want to raise yourself and access a higher level of higher frequency, or experience different dimensions of your existence, and open your third eye and all these things, have better meditation, have more peace, more serenity, more bliss, everything. So when you take a cold shower in the morning, you shake yourself out of these vasanas. That's why doing physical practice like morning yoga, bodybuilding, or and cold showers is very important, especially in the life of a Hindu brahmachari, or somebody who seeks a higher kind of existence. So like that, I would recommend to take cold water, and yeah, so consumption is very little. The fluoride is removed from your life, and then you rub your body, which is better. It's a better level of cleaning the dead skin and all the whatever toxins that we absorb from the external environment throughout the day, which is stored on the skin because of the moisture of the skin, and sometimes we sweat. So like that, we all different forms of dirt we get stuck to the skin and penetrates in the body and toxifies the body. So like that is also removed. So that's my simple tip in this video that I want to share with you. So I'm really hoping that you can incorporate that in your life. If you do, let me know in the comments below if you see any difference, or like how does it feel to go through this. I was personally really bothered at the beginning. I was like, oh my god, how am I going to do? And now that I figured this out, it's like, it's amazing. I mean, I consume very little water, and I get basically a better output than before. So yes, if you have any questions, drop a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends. It's a time where with COVID-19 we go through a lot of ups and downs. You know, many people, you know, we have a lot of anxieties, and we don't know what's going to happen because a lot of uncertainty is in front of us. So in order to deal with that uncertainty in a powerful way is to raise our frequencies and detox the body, purify the body. So that's a simple thing you can do every morning, which will help you to detox the body successfully and not experience these low frequencies, low emotions, low states of consciousness. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Nityananda.
Brick by brick, he's building a wall that no one can break. Flip by flip, he's paving the path, achieving the great. Life's a trip, oneness is the gate. He's building Kailasa before it's too late for you to raise and melt in his grace. Give it a pray to live at his pace. I'm feeling like him, I feel like a king. I'm feeling myself, I'm lost in his bliss. Freed from the void of the abyss. I sit with myself, fully unclutched, world is at still. Free from the thrills, free from the frills.